Hi everyone. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe. There's a notifications bell that you can press and it will notify you as to when I go live. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this little tweaky piece of hair here. Okay, so what I want to talk today about is faith and love. And I want to talk about when we are doing outreach and we are working with human rights and we are working with environmental rights and pushing for love and peace in our world. There are detractors to that, and sometimes it gets a lot. Hi Terry, nice to see you on here. I'm glad you could make it. um, and one thing with the detractors that you're if you're on social media, and I don't want to hear anything about social media because we're all on it at this moment. When you're on social media and you post or whatever, for some reason, there seems to be this population that has to question what other people are doing before they feel validated, I guess. But it can be really disheartening. And especially if you are at the beginning of outreach and beginning to reach out and really try making a difference. Hi, Carol. Um, in the beginning stages, it is very difficult to deal with abject horror on a regular basis and still believe in faith and have faith in love and spreading that. And what I have noticed is, for example, I'll give you a good example. Um, I post a lot to try to educate people, to try to get them to see maybe where uh, that cognitive break is, to where I can get them to just see like the reality of the situation. And I myself believe in rights for all beings. Every single being on this planet has a right to be sustained in a healthy manner. Period. It's really, really cut and dried belief that I have. And there was a discussion about refugees coming in. And one of the things that got to me was I said, I hope we all welcome other human beings who are going through it with welcoming arms. I think that that's what being love is shining with that love, no matter what. No matter what. There are no situations. Now, I am not perfect, and do I always respond with love? No. I am a continual work in progress. I'm trying to work on being a better human being. But the one thing I know is that no matter what, responding in love is the right way. Whether I always do it or not, I am not perfect, and that is, whatever. But I know that this is the right way. And so somebody immediately popped up, which is usually the case with how many people did you welcome into your home? How many people are you taking in? And I found that, and I just, it got to me a little bit because I got those statements when I lived in a tent. I got those statements at my very most vulnerable. And when I thought about it, I realized that what these people want is validation on inaction. They want to be validated that they're the only ones who don't want to take care of other beings. And once I realized that 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 was what that was. It wasn't no, but I mean it wasn't an accusatory comment or whatever. You cannot weigh. Some people have the ability to do more than others. Some people have their ability in certain aspects. I cannot. Um, yes, I agree, Carol. And regardless of whether we're immigrants or we're not or whatever, we are beings upon this planet. That's it. We are all beings upon this planet, and not one of us asked to be here or asked to be where we were born. And so when looking at humanitarian efforts and efforts with loving people, there is no separation. Responding with love means responding with love. Oh, thank you, P. Duffy. I appreciate that. And so, um, even when there is these detractors, and the thing is a lot of people say, again, ignore the haters and this and this. And yes, you know, there is a point to where there are people who are just intent on spreading negativity and hate. And at that point, you can't make it. Okay, here's a good example. Just like you cannot make an addict choose treatment, you cannot make a hateful person choose love. You can show them the way to love, but you can't make them choose it. Because negativity and hate can be a drug, just like love and kindness can be. And so there are people to ignore, I guess. But we can't ignore the action of it because we have to spread so much more love than that hate. And so what I wanted to talk about is just understanding that no matter what your religion or personal faith beliefs or whatever, I truly believe that no matter what, having faith in love, having faith that love and kindness will spread and is communicable in a very beautiful and positive way. And on days like today, when honestly a very rough day, it happens. It's one of my downswings. Um, I'm just reminded of how important that really is. Um, Terry, everyone needs to understand. Homelessness just wants to understand. Okay, I think that no matter what your situation, I don't think that you need to go through it to have empathy. I don't think you need to go through it to have compassion. I think to understand some of the real realities, it's like anything, lived experience will show you more than reading a book about it. I think that no matter your situation, I think that if you have a belief in love and kindness, we can at least have empathy for those without wanting to go through it. Um, One of the things is for a while I felt guilty about being homed, and especially seeing really really sick people, and you know, it was like a survivor's guilt, and I had to come to the realization that this is what I want for everyone, myself included. This is where I want us to get to in our society, is that everyone can feel this safe and be okay. So it doesn't, other people's safety and spreading kindness and love takes nothing away from the world. It only adds to it. And it adds to the betterment of all of us, every single one of us. So, next subject is this group called West Seattle Cares. I wouldn't say a troll, but I go on to like Nextdoor or West Seattle Connections, some of the other ones, to just kind of view what people are looking at and thinking about homelessness, try to educate where I can, reach people where I can. And they had sent me an invite for this group because I live in West Seattle. And I was so excited because I can connect them with so many people to really, because West Seattle, we don't have as, it wouldn't seem, we don't have as many homeless services, and we're seeing our homeless population increase. Um, So we really want to get that out there, and we want to come at this with a very kind and compassionate and unjudgmental manner. In other words, we're coming out with garbage bags and going to pick up garbage. We're going to pick up whatever needs to be done. We're going to hand things to people and supplies. And this is one that I can do. So I have now added supplies to my own personal wish list. I just can't bear seeing people go without basic necessities. And so I think I'm always going to want to carry some stuff out and really reach people on that level and let them know that they matter and that they're cared about. So on May 11th and 12th, West Seattle Cares is having a thing where we all go down with garbage bags and supplies and things like that. So I have on my personal wish list, I already have enough garbage bags to donate, so I'm good on that. But I've added other things that I will need to add to the packs to take out. So you can find that in the description link along with my PayPal, of course, if you'd like to donate and help out. But I'm just like, I was talking to Gypsy today, and I said, we were talking about changing the world. And I like to say, we all change the world. And for the longest time, I heard things like, you can't change the world, you don't change the world. And the thing is on any side of it, we all change the world. Every single one of us. Whether that be through action on a positive or a negative level, those have consequences outside of ourselves. Or inaction. Inaction is also a type of action. It's refusing to take a stance, not taking part, being apathetic. But all of our actions contribute to this world. Every single one of us change the world. But the cool thing is we get to decide whether to change it for the better and to change it towards peace and for love and empathy and compassion, or anger and disappointment and negativity. We can do this. We can make this world a better place for every being. But we have to think on that level. We have to have faith in love and that power. It's important. So that's what this is all about. That's what I wanted to say. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe and share. And I just want to thank all of you for your love and your support. And even on the days where I'm not, doing 100%, I feel better coming on and talking about it and talking with people about this beautiful, beautiful, complicated, interconnected world that we are all part of. And I want to thank you all for being part of my world. Hi, Be Kind. I am doing good. I'm just kind of like a little, on like a little downswing. I'm really kind of tired. I'm having a little bit of a time overcoming an illness. It just is really kind of making me exhausted, but good spirits. Okay. And, focusing on love, focusing on compassion. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're kind of like covered in white paint because I was painting, and that's another thing, self-care, doing something to heal the heart, creativity. So I'm kind of now just rambling, so I am going to get off of here, and I just wish you guys all the best. Again, look in the descriptions. I am adding things to the wish list so that we can get supplies out, and understand that if it is in with my personal wish list, okay? But if it looks like supplies for the homeless, it is. And so I just want you guys to all know that, okay? All right, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. I don't know how it is in your areas, but it is absolutely gorgeous here today. And so we are definitely enjoying this beautiful weather. Have a great day, guys. I will talk to you later.